Okay, so you're looking for a dog trainer in West Des Moines. You've probably seen a bunch of options, and it can feel like a lot to sort through, right? Well, that's what this is all about. We're going to break it down and help you find a great partner to build an amazing life with your dog, right here in our town. I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? This isn't just about getting your dog to sit. It's about being able to actually get out and enjoy our city together without any stress. It's about having your best friend right there with you, happy and confident. And we're going to get you there. We'll lay out a simple, clear path so you can find a local trainer who really clicks with you, your dog, and of course, your budget. So when we say a great life, what does that actually look like day to day? It's way more than just a few commands. It's about your dog fitting into your life here in West Des Moines, happily and easily. Think about it. Picture those calm, easy walks on the Clive Greenbelt Trail where nobody's pulling. Or maybe you're grabbing a coffee in Valley Junction and your dog is just chilling by your side. You can enjoy community events, and even a trip to the vet becomes no big deal. That's what good training really gets you. All right, so where do you even start? The very first thing you need to look at is a trainer's philosophy. This is the foundation of everything. It's how they teach, and it's what's going to build that trust between you and your dog. Honestly, what you really want to look for is positive reinforcement. It's a modern, science-backed approach that's all about rewarding your dog for getting things right. It builds confidence, and it makes them want to work with you. It's a team effort, not a dictatorship. And just as important is knowing what to run away from. Any trainer who talks about using fear, pain, or intimidation, that's a huge red flag. Those methods can seriously backfire and actually make things like anxiety or aggression a whole lot worse. A good trainer just doesn't need them. So, how can you tell if a trainer knows their stuff? Well, look for certifications. You don't have to memorize all these letters, but saying things like CPD-TKA or KPS-CTP means they've put in the work to stay educated on modern humane methods. And if you're dealing with really tough issues, a CBDC is a behavior specialist. Okay, let's talk about the practical stuff, the money. Training is an investment, for sure. It's an investment in years of peace and fun with your dog, so it really helps to have a realistic idea of what things cost here in the Des Moines area. Just to give you a ballpark figure, a single 1-hour private lesson is generally going to run you somewhere in this range. Keep that number in your head as a baseline when you start comparing different options. Of course, the price really depends on what you need. A group class for your puppy or for basic obedience is a great budget-friendly way to get the essentials and some socialization. In-home packages get more specific to your dog's quirks, and then you have board and train programs, which are a much bigger investment for a really intensive deep dive experience. Knowing the costs is one thing, but how do you pick the right program for your dog? And when you finally call a trainer, what on earth do you ask them? Let's get you prepared so you can feel confident you're making the right choice. So for most people, it comes down to group classes versus private sessions. Group classes, they're awesome for getting your dog used to other dogs and people, and they're easier on the wallet. But private sessions give you that focused, one-on-one help and let you work on issues like barking at the mailman right there in your own home. So when you get a trainer on the phone, have this little list handy. Ask them straight up about their methods, double-check their certifications, make sure you know exactly what you're getting with their programs, and, get the details on all the fees so there are no surprises later. Part of having a well-trained dog is just being a good neighbor, and that means knowing the local rules. The great thing is good training makes following these rules super easy, and it just makes life better for everyone in the community. The big one you gotta know is the leash law. Simple as this. In West Des Moines, if you're not on your own property, your dog needs to be on a leash and under your control. That's it. It's all about keeping everyone safe and comfortable. And then there's the legal and health stuff. The state of Iowa requires your dog to have a current rabies vaccination. But here's the key. That little metal tag has to actually be on their collar. That's your proof. Oh, and here's a little local tip that'll save you some running around. Polk County doesn't have a separate dog license you need to get. That rabies tag we just talked about, that's the main thing they look for. So one less piece of paperwork to worry about. Okay, now for the fun part. After you and your trainer have put in the work, you've got to take those new skills out on the road. And luckily, we've got some amazing spots right here in West Des Moines to practice. Raccoon River Park Dog Park is perfect for practicing their recall in a safe, fenced-in spot. The Clive Greenbelt Trail, that's your real-world classroom for walking nicely on a leash with bikes and people going by. And if you want to work on focus in a beautiful, natural setting, Walnut Woods State Park is fantastic. This is the question everybody asks, right? You're putting in the work, you're spending the money. When do you get to see it pay off? When does things start to click? Well, let's be realistic. For basic manners, if you're consistent, you can see a huge difference in just 4 to 8 weeks. Now, for the bigger things, like serious fear or reactivity, you gotta be patient. That can take months of work. And if you've got a rescue, just remember, it takes about 3 months for them to even start feeling totally safe and settled in. Look, at the end of the day, finding a good trainer is about so much more than just stopping a few bad habits. It's about opening up your entire world. It's about giving both of you the confidence to truly enjoy your home, your neighborhood, and all the cool places West Des Moines has to offer together.